I've been sitting with questions about how to choose to step out of ego. As I understand it, you have said that intention really only exists at the level of the ordainer, not at the ego level, but that there's a need for some kind of determination.
Mm-hmm.
So can you explain more about how we access determination from the ego level? What does that look like?
Okay, this is a very good question. Usually, the ego is at its most truthful moment when it's in pain. And it's usually the pain of a feeling of failure, self-betrayal, a feeling of weakness, lack of courage, self-doubt, shame, guilt. It's when those kinds of feelings come up that the ego can't avoid and run from, that there comes a deep need to reflect upon the meaning of one's life and why one would carry such poisonous feelings that bring one into a state of despair and depletion and even the death drive. So the recognition of the ego's limitations, felt very deeply within as a blockage or an obstacle, will create a yearning for the power to overcome that, to be who you really want to be and who you know you are. But because of some attachment, addiction, fear, preconception, whatever, you're unable to cross this dam that you've put on the river. And the dam must break, right? If you don't, that's damnation. But you break through that, and then you will know freedom. So it's often when you recognize the urgency of freeing yourself from a prison of self-attacking emotional energies. Because you want to be in a state of just explosive joy and love and make life into a dance of just complete carefree joy, right? Then that's when your heart will open to whatever is needed for me to be in that state. I'm willing to do it, and then the flow of Shakti will clear away those obstacles. That's when grace comes into play.
So that's taking refuge in the Lord.
Indeed it is. Yes,
Thank
and
you.
knowing the Lord eventually as the self, because the love that comes to you, you'll recognize as coming from within, not coming from some outer source. And then you'll become very close to your real self until you're totally absorbed into it and there is non-duality.
Thank you.